Next thing I'm going to do is set up I'm going to bring the Sanborn map drawing into the site plan. So if I go to my site drawing, right, I'm going to insert an image. And the Sanborn maps I have in the root folder of the handouts folder for building shells. Now we're going to have to scale this drawing and rotate it, obviously. We take this, rotate it so that the middle of the building is straight up and down. Let's see. That's going to be about right. All right. And now we're going to measure so that we can scale this image. So from the rightmost edge to that corner, 185.8. So I'm going to take this drawing from here to there, 185.8. Right? So now that is the right size. I'm just going to nudge that into place and then hide the CAD drawing. Let's see. Hope I've done this correctly. I think it looks about right. And the CAD drawing is more important to have, the correct size. So what does the Sanborn map tell me about the site? Let's just hide the visibility of the CAD drawing for now in this site plan. It's telling me the building is 100 feet in height. How do I know that? Let's draw a box around what indicates that. That's giving me the height of the building. This 7B is telling me 7 floors in a basement. And then I have elevators and stairs, some other stuff over there. But how is this useful to me? Well, this is the ground floor is going to be the first floor, and then basement. Ground floor is slightly elevated, but so let's go to level 1 where I imported the CAD drawing. So ground floor is elevated. How high? Well, you have steps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Appears to be 8 risers. So I'm going to say 8 times 7, 56 inches. So if I go to any one of my elevations, I'm going to create another one of these and call that ground floor. just to correspond. And I'm going to say, yeah, rename correspond. So 8 times 7, 56 inches. That's going to be 56. And this I'm going to say is grade. Sidewalk. Grade. Finish grade. Right? Basement is somewhere below that. Now, the building, 7 floors. So I have 1 here. Presumably there's a basement down there, right? So 1. I have 2. I need more, right? Let's draw, make sure we have 7 levels. I'm not paying attention to exactly where they are right now. 7. And then let's draw a line to represent the roof, because that's going to be the overall height. I'm going to call that. These things drive you nuts. You little elbow click. Okay, roof. Building's 100 feet tall. That means from the ground floor to the roof is 100 feet. So let's measure that. 60, 10. It needs to be 100. Select that and make this 100. What do we do with the rest? Let's dimension them and distribute them equally. 1. In Revit, that's pretty easy because you put a string of dimensions, click on this equal sign, and that distributes them equally. Let's see what that gives us. Let's see if that's a realistic number. 16.8. Should have thought this through a little bit. It's actually, I'll bet the ground floor is taller than the upper levels. Let's make a guess. Let's remove that. Unconstrained. Let's make this 24 feet up to level 2. And now I'm going to measure the rest of them. And distribute those equally. This is more plausible, right? 15 feet between floors, that would make sense. And then 24 from the ground floor. I did it wrong again. But no problem. I can take the 100 feet is supposed to be the grade. Select that and make that 100 feet. Notice how it reconstrained the floor-to-floor heights there. So the ground floor is still where it wants to be at 4.8. But the floor-to-floor height from the ground floor level, the restaurants, which is like 24 feet. Right? I want to keep these videos short, so I'm going to stop there. This is how I set up my overall building height. And if you're using Revit, this is how you begin. Incidentally, You probably want to move all this over to where the columns are. So I'm going to take these elevation bullets. They're usually constrained together, most of them. And the grid lines naturally continue vertically. Okay, let's pause. Stop the video and record another one. This will be lesson 2.